Lake Health Systems welcome you to this broadcast of high school varsity volleyball. We're here at Fort Loramie High School today, where the New Bremen Cardinals are in town to take on the Fort Loramie Redskins. Today's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Clopay Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All Glaze Audiology, NKTelco, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Holman Interiors, New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Securicom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kinniger Custom Fabrication, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Dark County, Superior Aluminum, the Rushi Inn, Busher's Market, Finishing Touches, Francis Manufacturing, Hoying Service Center, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Boimer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, Western Ohio Mortgage. Now let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Take a look at New Bremen first, and here's Jeff Henshin to give you that information.
Well, the Cardinals come in today, the road team, undefeated on the season. The keys that Coach Kramer mentioned to me were they want to be able to serve aggressively. That's been their mantra for years. They want to not only serve aggressively, but also serve receive, both ends of the battle. They know Loramie likes to serve aggressive as well. Eliminate mistakes on her team and also avoid the big runs. Volleyball is a game of momentum. We want to make sure Loramie does not get some runs on offense, and would like to get her middle hitters involved more offensively today. So we'll see if that's a new approach or something they want to work on here. But a very fine team in the Cardinals, and they're going to have their hands full today against a very good team in the Fort Loramie Redskins. And for the Redskins, their keys to the game involve disciplined defense. New Bremen's going to have a number of attackers coming at them. They have to defensively play their roles, their assignments. Don't get lazy. Make sure the defense is there. Also, they would like to serve aggressive as well. They don't want New Bremen to get easy serves to get into their offense, and would like to make the setter chase the second touch. And also keep your emotions in check. It's a big game. They've had a number of big games recently, have the Redskins, and they want to make sure that whether it's negative or positive, control those emotions, make sure it doesn't get the best of you and lose your focus that they want to maintain here. And they're going to need that against, again, a very quality team, #1 team in the state, the Bremen Cardinals, and Fort Loramie comes in #5 in the state.
Yeah, Loramie's really had almost a murderous week. Last week they played a ranked team and lost, but then they turned right around, came back in league and played two ranked teams in Rushi and in Jackson Center.
Last Saturday, the match you mentioned here against New Knoxville, that time ranked #5 in the state, won the first 2 sets, lost the next 3 in a great match that New Knoxville ended up winning. But you mentioned bouncing right back against a quality team, #8 ranked Rushi, not only beating them, avenging a loss that they had, their only loss of the season until New Knoxville, but beat them in 3 straight sets. Then they turn around and beat the #13 ranked team in the state of Ohio, Jackson Center, in 3 sets as well. So a very difficult schedule, as you mentioned, for the Redskins, and they stubbed their toe a little bit on Saturday and a quality loss. But boy, bounced back, not only winning the matches, but sweeping them in 3 straight sets. New Bremen, though, they come in with a huge target on their back every night, and they haven't really flinched at all. Been playing very solid New Bremen volleyball and have themselves a well-deserved ranked #1 ranking in the state.
Yeah, they are. They maybe had a little tough match against Parkway on Thursday night, but they'll be ready to go today. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with the starting lineups.
Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Okay, we're back here at Fort Loramie High School where they're giving the introductions right now, and we're going through the new Bremen lineup as the Cardinals are going to be introduced. And I'll give you the highlights here if we can real quick. That'll be 0, Diana Heitkamp, number 5, Josie Reinhardt, number 7, Kaylee Friend. Oh, I'm sorry, they're now doing it. There we go, I'm right with them. Number 9, Ellie Tangeman. Number 12, Claire Pape. Number 13, Ellie Retterman, and number 14, Olivia Heitkamp, and the libero was Diana Heitkamp. So, number 5, if I missed that, was Josie Reinhardt. Number 1 team in the state, head coach is Diana Kramer. 14-0 on the season, 5-0 in the league. Now we're going to go over to the Fort Loramie Redskins. Number 5 in the state at the current time, and they're going with the non-starters right now. Have to listen to PA because I don't have them with me. All right, now we'll start with the starters. A little drama, a little music. Athletic Director Mitch Westerheide's right on top of his game as he gets to add a little music. Number 5, Jada Dries, a junior. Number 6, senior Kenzie Holscher. Number 13, Maya Maurer, a senior. Number 16, Ava Grudich, a senior. Number 19, Jada Putoff, a senior. Number 20, Summer Hoying, a freshman. And the libero, the junior, Riley Heitkamp. As you notice, folks, we're going to have a Heitkamp on each side at the libero position, as well as New Bremen will have a Heitkamp front row player, both with Olivia, also a freshman. So it'll be the Heitkamp Derby today. Last week we had a couple of setters who did a nice job between New Knoxville and Fort Loramie, both wearing the same number. Today it's the same name. So Diana Heitkamp and Olivia Heitkamp for the Cardinals, and Riley Heitkamp for the Redskins.
Coach Rogers, his team, Coach Rogers should say, in his 14th season overall at Fort Loramie, his team state runner-up to the same New Bremen team last year, a quality match down there at the Nutter Center. Coach Rogers earned a 2014 state championship in his own team, and they've been to regionals 12 straight years, and a good tenure he's had here. And as mentioned, Diana Kramer in her 5th season at New Bremen, a couple state titles, both in 19 and 17, a runner-up in 18. She has a very impressive 91% winning percentage in her 5 seasons. That's up through today. 117 victories, 11 defeats, 91% winning percentage. So a couple of quality teams here that have represented this area of the state very well in volleyball action. 3 state titles between them, a runner-up, a couple runner-up appearances between them as well. So, you know, this is why we play the game, and quality action here. Too bad there's COVID restrictions, or this gym would be filled much fuller. It's a good showing the way it is, but it is what it is. We hope you enjoy the telecast.
And there's Grudich with the first serve. And Reinhardt with a hit that's picked up in the back row. Dries with a hit for the Redskins, and now out of the back row, Reckerman. And the ball is deflected and falls between 3 Cardinal players in the front row.
And I believe it was Holscher that free balled it over, basically. It looked like Reckerman would earn the kill. And Holscher, after that long volley, I believe it was her, quite wasn't paying attention. I didn't expect it to go down as a kill, but first point of the game for the Redskins.
And there's a mistime play in the front row as the ball drops to the floor for the Cardinals.
They talked about getting their middles involved. Kaylee Friend is a middle attacker, and they go there into timing a little off.
Now to Reinhardt, cross court, and just a little wide on the right side.
Well struck by Reinhardt, but he said just missed the mark. New Bremen comes in with a both these teams very comparable stats. New Bremen averages just around 12 kills a game, as well as Fort Loramie. Both teams block the ball very well. New Bremen a little bit better at 4.5 blocks as Friend records her first kill. And both teams like to serve the ball aggressively. We talked about that. New Bremen, as you see the replay here, over two blocks per set, and Fort Loramie just under 2 blocks per set. So both teams very active at the net on defense.
Friend rises above the crowd and then pounds it down. And there is a quick set that they tried to get to Holscher, but it's rejected by the Cardinals and back down on the Redskins side.
And Olivia Heitkamp tag team for the block assist.
Diana Heitkamp for the Cardinals serving. Dries with a hit on the offhand, and it cross court off the hands of the defenders, and it's a point to the Redskins.
Good swing for Jada Dries out of the right front, comes in, the junior does, averaging just under 2 kills per set. Job well done there, well struck ball by Dries.
Dries to serve. Handled by the Cardinals, and Reinhardt. Reinhardt gets it right back and delivers a rocket to the right corner, in for a point for the Cardinals.
Both number 5s, Dries for the Redskins, Reinhardt for the Cardinals. Back-to-back kills by both of them. Reinhardt averaging 3.4 kills per set and a very good .309 hitting percentage.
Quinn Schultes plays that out of the back row. Heitkamp with the second hit. Reinhardt with a baby dink roll shot, and
opening.
It finds a hole. There it is.
Diana Heitkamp will get the rare assist, if you will, being the libero coming out of the back row to bump set it, and Reinhardt records her second kill of the set.
Heitkamp with a dig. Cross court to Reinhardt, and that one is rejected there by Holscher
and Mackenzie Holscher tag team. So we've seen a couple blocking points already here. We talked about that. Both these teams do that as part of their game plan almost. They get a lot of good touches at the net and earn termination blocks.
Put off serving. That one's ricocheted, good save off the side, but played
to keep it alive, avoid the service ace.
And there's a backside dink with the
Maya Maurer in the front row. You see the replay here, able to attack the ball, being a front row player, and gets about a half a kill per set. So she does that either that form or in a quick set or dump, if you will. Keeps the defense off their toes, knowing that she has that ability.
And there's one that's just a little bit short by Jaden Putoff.
First hitting error, or I should say first error of the set by the Redskins. They played very clean. Cardinals a couple early hitting errors.
And Reinhardt to serve. Played in the back row there by Grudich.
This is what New Bremen likes.
Out of the back row comes Reinhardt, and that's just a little bit long.
Got a break on the aggressive serve of Fort Loramie. Sent it over in the overpass, and New Bremen able to get into offense, but Reinhardt, again, just both of her hitting attacks have been just probably no more than 6 inches out of bounds.
Ratterman enters the lineup. There's an overpass kill, and I believe it is by Ratterman. Am I correct?
Hannah Ratterman, senior, number 17. Again, there is a time where Tangeman's ball comes over the net and becomes a great set, if you will, for Hannah Ratterman. And she does what she's supposed to do. She averages 1.6 kills per set and a very good .339 hitting percentage.
Holscher serving, dug out of the back row. Reinhardt. Hoying there, Summer Hoying with a tack off on the on-hand side and good for a kill.
Probably would have sailed long, but it does touch a Cardinal defender. She records her first kill, averaging just under 2 kills per set, just a freshman.
Kenzie Holscher serving, dug there by Diana Heitkamp, and Retkerman with a cross court. That one likewise would have maybe gone out of bounds.
Probably so. Both teams have had strong attacks. Both teams have made a play on the ball. You hate for it to land in, and sometimes just your reaction is such to go after it. Nonetheless, Ellie Retkerman, her first kill of the set, she averages just under 2.5 kills for a set.
There's Olivia Heitkamp with the serve. And there's Holscher out of the back row with a kill as she takes it and gets it down with ease in the back area.
Her second kill of the set. She's been their head of the snake, if you will. 4.3 kills per set, an excellent, above average around this area, 390 hitting percentage. And she came up big in her big matches this weekend, or this week over Rushi and Jackson Center with a number of kills as well.
Retkerman off the offhand into the net.
That's 4 New Bremen Cardinal hitting errors. Timeout by New Bremen.
So the Redskins have a 5-point lead here in the first set. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school volleyball on NKTelco Channel 3 or on HD 503. This game will be rebroadcast on Saturday, October the 3rd at 8 p.m. and Monday, October the 5th at 8 p.m. So remember to hunt that up. You can also watch games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports anytime you wish. All right, here we go.
See, onto the timeout can break the run by Fort Loramie. Remember, that was one of the keys of the game by Coach Kramer. Avoid mistakes. They've had 4 of them. Avoid runs on offense by Fort Loramie. They're in a good run right now, so she takes timeout. We'll try to get her offense back in line and try to break this, I should say, cut into this 5-point lead or deficit.
There's a quick hit out of the middle to Friend, and she puts it down in the left corner, just inside the line on both sides. And it's good for a point for the Cardinals, so it's 11-7. There it is. You can see it's almost on the line.
Bremen's had a couple attacks just on the other side of that line. This time, Friend able to get her attack inside of it, so that breaks the rhythm of the Fort Loramie run.
Ratterman with a hit. Now Tangeman with a hit. Long, no touch. Point goes to the Redskins.
Just wonder if the hitters for New Bremen don't know, but you know, Fort Loramie very aggressive at the net. They know that coming in from scouting that New Bremen, and in this case Fort Loramie, blocked the ball a lot. So you have to wonder if that plays into the hitter's mindset a little bit about trying to hit around or through.
Grace Rose with an ace.
Grace Rose, 19 aces on the season, 82% server, so kind of a low percentage, but 18 aces on the year make that now 19.
Yeah,
team leader for the Redskins is Ava Grudich with 28 aces on the season, and she gives it back with the Fort Loramie's second service error.
That one just gets underneath the ribbon and falls back on the Redskins side. So
you get one and you give one,
right.
So a net effect is 0.
Chloe Bornhorst up to serve for the Cardinals.
25 service aces on the season for the junior, serving at 86%.
And now we've got Reinhardt with the outside, and there's the setter, Pape, who is allowed to hit in this rotation, an overpass kill, and she took care of it real quick, bringing it down at the 10-foot line.
Her first kill this set, boy, takes away a heck of a play by Riley Heitkamp.
Yeah.
Libero saving the ball.
Dug it out.
And it comes over, it becomes a set, basically, and Pape able to knock it in.
Put off, she has that great stiff arm move where she gives you the action but then kind of just sticks it, and sometimes she can really change your pace, and she just got that one a little bit long now. Bornhorst to serve again. Back to Grudich, and that one's blocked out of the middle there, I believe, by Friend and
Claire Pape. 12-7 go up. That's the second termination point. And now New Bremen has momentum, and they've served consecutive balls and gotten back, you know, with broken that lead down a little bit and only trail by 2. This is another opportunity here for New Bremen. The free balls can become an offensive greatest weapon.
And there's a block, and that was a block by Dries and by
Hannah Rademan. So each team with 2 termination blocks. Again, each team, that's about their average on per season per set. So don't think that this is an accident. These teams have a lot of touches defensively at the net, and each have earned 2 points via that route today.
Grudich serving. Reinhardt with a roll shot. That's dug. And there's another roll shot out of the back row. And Friend out of the middle.
That was well timed.
Yeah.
They miscommunicated on the first attempt, but it all started with a soft attack by Fort Loramie that allowed New Bremen to go into offense right away with a good first touch and a beautiful set and well-timed execution by Friend.
Heitkamp with the serve for New Bremen. Goes to Dries, dug by Heitkamp. Pushed across to Reinhardt. Now out of the middle and off of the block and down. So number 13, I believe, did Maurer?
Holscher with the kill, her third of the set. Again, coming in the team leader at 4.3. And has had some big matches this week as well, attacking the volleyball, and her wins against Russia and Jackson Center.
Reinhardt with a hit, and that was off the block of the Redskins. Point goes to the Cardinals. So Reinhardt with a kill. Pape back to serve.
Reinhardt now ties Friend in set 1 with kills, each of those with 3. On the other side, Kenzie Holscher with 3 kills. Here basically at the halfway point of game 1.
And there's a
Holscher with a slide. They do that a lot, and she has good rhythm and timing. Hard to stop that attack. Probably records her 4th kill.
Probably the most efficient slide combo that I've seen, yes.
They make it look pretty easy, and other teams try to do it and won't say they're not successful, but this just looks in rhythm. Maurer and Holscher have done a nice job with that.
Put off with the serve, offhand, block there, and then played right back. Here's Rechterman with the on-hand. Dug there out of the back row, but can't be handled and gotten across, so it's a point goes to the Cardinals.
So Rechterman, I believe, was the attacker. Yes, we'll give her the kill as Fort Loramie got a touch on it, but couldn't make a clean play on it. Net result, 2nd kill for Ellie Rechterman.
There's a line crier by Reinhardt that trickles across and down right in front of the...
She leads in the Bremen team in aces on the season and give her 45 now. I'm sorry, second on team Heitkamp was 65, but 45 service aces for Josie Reinhardt.
Free ball across by Holscher, dug by Heitkamp out of the back row, and there's Rechterman on, it's a back set. They run 2 girls at the setter, out of the middle and off of the offhand, and the setter has her choice, probably can see where the blocks are, and in this case it went backwards and it was down. Okay. All right, let's go across some of the, let's stay here, we're into the timeout already. Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports are brought to you by Clopay Building Products, Grand Lake Health System, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Holman Interiors, New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kenninger Custom Fabrication, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Dark Counties, Superior Aluminum, the Russia Inn, Busher's Market, Finishing Touches, Francis Manufacturing, Hoy's Service Center, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Boimer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom & Jerry's, and Western Ohio Mortgage. Scoreboard is brought to you by First National Bank. And here we go.
If my notes are right, New Bremen took timeout, trailing 16-11. So 5 straight tied it up, but the timeout break, if you will, Holscher's kill breaks that rhythm. But it was 16-11, and then New Bremen battled back, ties it up. Holscher's attack kill puts the Redskins back up by 1.
Holscher serving, Heitkamp digging, Tangeman runs it down. Heitkamp got it across. Rechterman off of the hands of the defender, now into the front row. Reinhardt touches it, but can't play it.
Good play by Maurer again, being a legal attacker in the front row. The setter, kind of an awkward motion, but knows how to do it. Doesn't double hit the ball, pushes it over. She now has 2 kills in the set, averages a half a kill in her setting position.
There's one that's not handled in the back row, as it was open-faced and got pushed down instead of up.
Talk about game of runs. It was 16-11, then 16-all. Now Fort Loramie 3 straight.
Halscher serving. Bump. And Rechterman flies.
Nice play by Quentin Schultes.
Schultes,
keep a hard hit alive.
Laid out,
defense.
Dug it out. And there's one that's maybe set just a little short, as Olivia Heitkamp couldn't get a swing on it and got it against the net.
4 straight points by the Redskins, 4-point lead. And Bremen now with 6 attack errors here in game 1. That's their only mistakes they've made. No serving and no ball handling errors.
There they showed a center hit. Now they're going out of the back row, and Reinhardt's hit is long. So 21-16.
Doing a lot of good things right, and they're getting some good swings. That one a little bit farther out than most, but boy, some of their attacks have just missed by a few inches. That one a little bit further, but 7 attacking errors.
There's Rechterman on the offhand, dug out of the back row there, I believe, by Halscher. Dinked over the set, or over the block attempt. There's Tangeman, and she gets hers rejected. Back on the Cardinal side. Point Redskins, 22-16.
Last time, Ratterman and Maurer, they've tag team a couple times, I believe, here, but each of those girls have been active at the net, and 3 points by the Redskins defense via the termination block. So, boy, New Bremen again has had some good attacks. Fort Loramie has had some monster dig plays, if you will, to keep the ball alive, and a game of runs now, 6-0 run right now for Fort Loramie.
If you're not familiar with volleyball in the area, I just want to remind everybody that this is last year's state champions and state runners-up in Division 4. New Bremen and Fort Loramie squared off in the state finals at the Nutter Center in Dayton last year for all the marbles, and New Bremen came out on top, I believe, in a 3-1 match, and they played each other last year in regular season, and likewise New Bremen prevailed there 3-1. So this is not uncommon ground for these two teams. And as Jeff said, they got 3 state titles between them now in about the last 7 years. There's a ball dug out of the back row by Heitkamp. Tangeman off of the block. Set. Rechterman cross court. Schultes with a dig.
Schultes with a nice dig.
And Summer Hoying with a hit.
Holscher out of the back row, almost some miscommunication, but Reinhardt out of the back row wins the ball. Before that, Holscher for Fort Loramie and Maurer, I thought there was going to be a miscommunication. Maurer backed off. Holscher was able to attack out of the back. The Bremen played it up, and Reinhardt out of the back row gets a big point, her 4th kill, and breaks that run of offense by the Redskins.
Olivia to Heitkamp to serve, and that one goes long.
First service error of the match by New Bremen, but big one there late in the game. 6-point lead for the Redskins.
And goes Jaden Putoff back to serve. Takes a deep breath. Hits it. Off of the fingertips there.
Tangeman will just have to free ball it over, so advantage Redskins.
And there was a hit by Ratterman. Point off the hands of the Cardinals. Point to the Redskins.
Well struck volleyball, tough to defend. Ratterman, good vertical, well struck ball, her 2nd kill of the set. Coming in averaging 1.6, and we're at game point serving now for the Redskins.
Maurer serve. Tangeman on the on hand. Dug out of the back row by Halscher. And that one is blocked down by a combo block of Friend and Rechterman. So
Friend records her 2nd block. Rechterman gets her 1st. So New Bremen stays alive. Again, game point.
Yep, got to be perfect. New Bremen's got to be perfect. Rechterman's got to serve a bunch if they're going to do anything. There's Drees. Mauer sets, Holscher out of the back row, kind of lobbed across, and there's a
just out.
It's
well struck.
Pape turned, squared, and just let her fly. So first set is in the books, 25-18 in favor of the Redskins. We'll be right back after this short pause.
Alclays and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Okay, we're back here at Fort Loramie High School where the Redskins have taken the first set, as you see, 25-18. And here's Jeff to give you first
Fort
set
Loramie
highlight.
played a really clean set, only 3 errors, 1 hitting, 2 service errors. The Bremen, on the other hand, 9 errors. I had them down for 8 attack errors and 1 service error. So Fort Loramie, if you will, won that error battle, netting 6 points. Everything else relatively the same. Each team with 11 kills. Each team, Fort Loramie had 2 aces, New Bremen 1, but both teams combined to record 3 termination blocks. So other than the errors, it was an even game, and that's kind of the difference in the match, 25-18. Holscher for Fort Loramie, 5 kills to lead them. For New Bremen, Josie Reinhardt with 4 to lead the Cardinals in set 1, and a match that had some runs in it. It was 11. If I check my notes again here, Fort Loramie was behind. Got ahead 16-11.
Yeah.
New Bremen, though, battled back at 16-all. But then Fort Loramie goes on to net 9 out of the next 2 or 9 out of the next 11 points.
Okay, so Bornhorst back to serve for the Cardinals. The Heitkamp girls are in their off-colored jerseys, so everything must be ready to go. Bornhorst, dug by Heitkamp out of the back row. This one will be free ball across by Putoff. Outside to Reinhardt, and off of the block. Nope, no block. I thought it jumped at the net, off the net only, so point goes to the Redskins on the hit out of bounds. Jada Drees serving.
Drees, 17 aces on the year, 86% service accuracy. Make that 17 aces, make it 18 with that one.
That one wasn't handled in the back row by the Cardinals, so Jada Drees back to serve again. My philosophy would be it's coming back in the same direction, and it did. Retkerman plays it. Friend's shot is blocked right there, but played back by the Cardinals. Dink, pancake by Heitkamp, taken across by Retkerman. Short, quick, roll shot there. Again played by Heitkamp. Reinhardt with a cross court. Dug there in the back row. Holscher with another roll shot. And that one she gets down as it trickles off the block and down on the Cardinals side.
That one Holscher really had to use her speed, if you will, to run it down, and she ran it down going towards the bleachers on that side and actually hit it back towards the bleachers on this side. Very tough to defend. Net result for her was a kill.
And that one is taken across outside the 1. Point goes to the Redskins.
Drees, an ace on that one, as it was not cleanly played by the Cardinals, and a quick 4-0 run here for Fort Loramie. Good start for Coach Rogers' team.
Atten's dug, flies high in the air. Heitkamp takes it across. Dries. And that one's like pushed across to fool the enemy, and
the opportunity was there. Mauer's attack, though, sails wide, out of bounds. They only had one attack error, as I said, in game number 1, and 2 service errors. So very clean played set number 1 for the Redskins.
There's another roll shot real quick. Block didn't get there, and Halsher got it down.
Her second kill, and I wonder how many times, you know, we call that the non-power position, but I'm guessing a large chunk of her kills, and she's had a lot of them, come out of that position, not the traditional, let's say, left front. So she gets a lot of activity over there on the slide offense.
Here comes Hoying, and Hirsch is
nice play.
Played out of the back row. Rechterman has it. Rechterman out of the back row. Off of the hands, but played nicely in the back row. Hoying with a shot across court and wide for out of bounds.
Excellent volley there. A lot of hard attacks, some defensive plays, spectacular defensive plays. New Bremen, though, comes up big. They needed a point. They trail by 3. They get it.
Pape serving. Heitkamp digging. Halsher hitting. Heitkamp digging. And there's Reinhardt with one off the hands, played out of the back row. Hoying with one. Heitkamp digging.
Another extended volley here. Good defensive plays by both teams.
And it was not considered a block. It was considered 4 hits, as it did not cross the net.
As I mentioned, another long volley. As these teams hit hard, you don't. I thought we'd see a lot more one and dones, if you will, but we've seen some great defensive digs and some extended volleys and pretty aggressive offense by both teams so far.
Rechterman with a shot wide right.
Well, the hitting errors continue to pile up right now. New Bremen just cannot be efficient, if you will, on the attack as far as getting them inbounds, and Fort Loramie basically keeps it in play when it is and forces New Bremen almost just to make the mistake.
And there's an ace as Halsher gets one to die right in front of the line, and point
second
there.
Ace of the match. She had an ace in the game number 1, and now that one here will give her 23 on the season. She's only missed, I think, 5 serves all year. She's serving at 96.6% accuracy. So keeps the ball in play.
There's Reinhardt off the offhand and gets it down. And
number 5 now with 5 kills in the match. She had 4 in set 1. Talk about the serving. When I mentioned Halsher serves the ball well, both these teams want to serve aggressively, because if you give the other team an easy serve to recover, to play, it's not going to work, because they'll be able to get in their offense much easier. So both teams do a nice job serving aggressively. You have a mistake once in a while, but the net effect is you keep the other team off balance. This time Fort Loramie, though,
quick hit out of the middle.
They do a nice job with Radaman able to get the kill. They get a good first touch, which is key. That allows them, their offense, to get in rhythm.
Mauer serving. 9-3 in favor of the Redskins.
18 aces on the season for Mauer.
And that one goes long, so an easy point for the Cardinals.
First service error by either team here in game number 1 or game number 2.
And that will bring Amelia Dameyer in to serve.
79% on the season with 11 aces.
Dug there by Heitkamp. Dries cross court. Now Reinhardt out of the back row. Drug there by Halsher, but can't be played in the front row. Just one of those that got a little bit too long and nobody could get to it.
Reinhardt, she's had a number of attacks beyond the 10-foot line. That one goes down as a kill, went off Halsher's hands, not able to get a clean touch, if you will.
Amelia Dameyer's service is not handled by the Redskins, so ace there for Amelia.
12 aces for her. I think she went in for her classmate Olivia Heitkamp to serve.
Both
Heitkamp served in the first set.
And that one goes just below the ribbon. Point goes to the Redskins. So Dameyer out, Heitkamp in, Heitkamp out, and Heitkamp in. And here we go. as Grace Rose steps up to serve for the Redskins.
Grace had an ace in game number 1.
Looks to the coaching staff for where they wanted to put it. And just off the ribbon, nicely done. Reckerman, cross court, on the line.
Reckerman, her 4th kill of the match, her first one here in game 2. You'll see it again. New Bremen's had a lot of attacks, just missed, that one just in. So good job for Ellie Reckerman. She now gets to go back and serve. We're on the season, she's at 82% with 22 service aces.
Halsher digs. There's out of the put off. Friend, and can't be handled there off the hands of Maurer, so point to the Skins, or to the Cardinals, and the score is 10-8, a deficit of 2 for the Cardinals. We'll be right back after this message.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
We're back here at Redskin High School in Fort Loramie as we are waiting for the timeout to end.
And Fort Loramie got off to a nice start. I was going to try to keep the scores. I failed to even write it down the first time, but I know at one point it was at least 4-0. And we battled back now where New Bremen has forced a Fort Loramie timeout. They still trail the Cardinals due by 2.
Ellie Rutgerman to serve for the Cardinals. Dug there by Halsher. Drees out of the middle, wide left. Nope, called in.
Good change of pace there by Drees out of the middle. Hit it kind of across her body and got it just inside the line. Drees had a kill in game number 1, has a kill here in number 2 to go along with 2 service aces in game 2 for Jada Drees.
3-point lead by the Redskins. And Rutgerman comes up, free balls underhanded across. Now free ball by Drees across.
Like a family reunion volleyball match.
And there was Friend with one that was played by Maurer. Dug by Reinhardt. Tipped across and wide by Pape. So
kind of an ugly volley there. Each team gave free balls back and forth. Neither team really could do much. Friend finally got some action, if you will, on the ball. It was played up by the Redskins, but New Bremen, another attack error, gives the point to the Redskins.
Diana Heitkamp with a down ball because of the 3rd hit. And there is a combo block with Pape and Friend. And so that'll be a block.
Have been active here. They each now have 3 blocks in the afternoon. The set kind of led her, the offense there for Fort Loramie not good, and the attack just too close to net, and Pape and Friend able to get some good hands on it.
Drees
got a touch.
Got a touch on that one at the net as she came out of the offhand for the Redskins. Point to them. Drees back to serve. 13-9. 4-point spread. Benjamin. And that one is blocked, I believe, a solo block by Halsher, and squashes it back on the Cardinal side.
Good timing by Halsher. You mentioned went up by herself, and again, Friend didn't have a lot of room, I think, to try to work with a little bit. And it makes it a little bit easier for Halsher to get a couple hands on it, and that time record a termination block.
Reinhardt, easy one across. Halsher on a roll shot, and it is blocked and stuffed back on the Redskins side. Inbounds, point Cardinals.
Reinhardt and Friend tag team that one. So Friend, who got blocked by Halsher a play or so earlier, gets to return the favor, if you will, against Halsher this time, and gets her 4th block of the match so far for Kaylee Friend.
Put off with one. The on hand, and there's a dig shot by Putoff, and it doesn't quite clear the net. Point to the Cardinals. She had the right idea, just didn't quite get it hard enough.
3rd hitting error committed by the Redskins here in game number 2. They only had 1 in game number 1.
Heitkamp's service goes low into the net. Point goes to the Redskins.
New Bremen 2 service errors here in game number 2.
Put off serving.
Put off 14 aces on the season, 86% accuracy. I don't think it ever went.
No, that didn't go. So hitting error there for the Cardinals. Point goes to the Redskins.
That's been a common theme here today for New Bremen, and just so far. I know it's still early, a lot of stuff going on left to play, but 5 more attack errors here by the Cardinals in game number 2.
Put off serves. Olivia Heitkamp with a runner in the middle. There's a block by Reinhardt, and it could be called a combo, but I believe Reinhardt got most of that one.
Reinhardt and Olivia Heitkamp double block Holscher's wraparound slide offense. For Reinhardt, it's her second block of game 2. For Heitkamp, it's her second block of the match. 1 in each game so far.
There was Hoying in the middle, on the outside, Hoying again on the outside. Reinhardt, dug by Grudich, tipped across, but we've got someone from the Cardinals in the net. Point, I believe it was Olivia, and that goes point to the Redskins.
Kenzie Holscher records her 3rd kill, 8 in the match now for the 6-foot senior. She goes back to serve. We already has a couple aces today, 1 in each game.
Rechterman with a shot dug there by Heitkamp. Dug by Heitkamp on the other side. Pushed, but can't be brought up and put across as Rechterman couldn't get it across the net on hit number 3. Timeout on the floor. 18 for the Redskins, 12 for the Cardinals. We'll be right back in a moment.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Well, here we are in set number 2. Redskins leading by 6, 18-12. Obviously you haven't seen it, but there was a battle of undefeated JV teams that took place just before this game started, and New Bremen's JV team prevailed over Fort Loramie. First game was so-so, but the second game went 30-28 in favor of the Cardinals. So a lot of excitement so far today here at Fort Loramie High School. Holscher getting ready to serve for the Redskins.
Fort Loramie had a 10-8 lead when they called timeout. They've outscored the Cardinals now 8-4 to grow that lead to 6 and force Coach Kramer to take a timeout.
And there's a hit off the block by Rechterman down on the Redskins side, so point goes to the Cardinals.
Ellie Rechterman, 2 kills here in game 2, 5 on the match. Reinhardt with the 44, make it now 45 with her ace in game 1, aces serving.
Hoying's hit out of the power side, wide left, point goes to the Cardinals. So 2 quick points for the Cardinals. Reinhardt to serve again.
Consecutive serves. It's big when you want to make a comeback. Obviously, you got to have them.
There was Ratterman, and she got that one down, I believe, off of a slight block, but point down to the Redskins.
Ratterman, 4 kills, 2 and 2 in each set. It's a little bit above her season average of 1.6 per set.
Bauer to serve, takes a deep breath, and the run and the jump. Heitkamp plays. Tangeman out of the back row, off the deflection, played there by Holscher. Dig there in the front row. Tangeman, that one is long. Point goes to the Redskins.
7 attack errors for the Cardinals. They had 8 in game number 1. They got 7 here in game number 2. 6-point lead for Fort Loramie.
Bauer to serve. Heitkamp plays. Tangeman on the on-hand, and that one goes wide right. So point goes to the Redskins, 21-14, spread of 7.
Down 7 or up 7, whichever way you want to look at it, but just 4 points remain for the Redskins to take a 2-0 lead.
And Tangeman out of the back row, and that one is blocked there, I believe, by Ratterman and Grease. So a combo block for those two gives the point to the Redskins.
First termination block for the Redskins, and comes at point number 22 for them.
Maurer serving again, dug out by Heitkamp. Out of the back row now, Reinhardt. That's into the net, and a point goes to the Redskins again. So 23-14.
A little bit of indecision now when things aren't going right. You think about it, that didn't look like a fluid swing by Reinhardt.
Shorten it up, maybe.
Just kind of everything is a struggle now for New Bremen. They dug themselves a hole.
And that one just wide or just long, I couldn't quite tell. And it was called long by the official. So in comes Amelia Dameyer to serve.
Had an ace earlier in her chance here to serve in game 2. We're going to need a couple of them. An 8-point deficit.
So Dameyer to serve. That's there. Dug out of the back row by Halsher.
Well, this is what New Bremen again. Free ball over. Chance for your offense to get in rhythm. They don't really maybe capitalize on it with a free ball.
There's Maurer out of the back row, and she got it down.
Well,
so
there's a swing with confidence right there, and Maurer doesn't, I don't know how many back row attacks she has on the season, but she swung like she does it for a living. Records her 3rd kill of this match, her 1st of game 2, and a big one puts her team at game point.
Yep, so Grace Rose in the serve now. Set point possible. Reckerman, long. So set number 2's in the book as the Redskins prevail. 25-15. We'll be right back after this quick message.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
All right, we're back here at Fort Loramie High School where the Redskins are currently in charge of this match with a 2-0 lead as we enter set number 3. And here's Jeff with some statistics.
Game 2, again, somewhat dominated by the Redskins. They play much cleaner again. This time in game 2, New Bremen, 12 errors, 10 of them attacking errors, 2 service errors, 12 in game 2 for them. Only 6 errors for the Redskins, 4 attacking and 2 service errors. Go back to game 1, New Bremen had 9 errors, Fort Loramie just 3. So New Bremen's attacking errors have been kind of their Achilles heel today so far. They end game 2, the Cardinals do, with just 5 kills. Fort Loramie had 8. Fort Loramie had 3 aces. New Bremen had 1 ace. Fort Loramie 2 termination points on blocks, and New Bremen recorded 3 points via the block. But New Bremen will look to regroup here. They face an elimination game, as you mentioned, trailing 2-0. The Redskins continue back-to-back games playing very clean volleyball and basically keeping the ball alive and waiting, if you will, for an attack for the Cardinals to go out of bounds or in the net.
Well, as we get ready for set number 3 here, looks like the Cardinals are going to make a substitution. They're going to change the lineup a little bit as Abby Powers, a defensive specialist sophomore, will now be entering the game. And she's in the back row there. And back row with her will be Reinhardt, Heitkamp, and Reckerman. Reinhardt will move to the front following the hit, but for the first touch, that will be it. And there's Grudich to Heitkamp to Reinhardt, and Reinhardt is out or touched. There's a touch. The official Steve Trout called the touch. The ball was out, but the touch occurred at the net. Point goes to the Redskins. Maybe I forgot to tell everyone, Steve Trout's in the up position today, and Jeff Miller's on the floor in front of the table. There's Heitkamp with a serve that just clears the net. There's one that's beat off the hands and somebody's head and falls down. I believe that was Halsher with the kill. Is that right?
Halsher does record the kill, and it stops any type of run that Bremen wanted to do, get off to a good start. Obviously, a lot of action left to go, but good response by Fort Loramie, getting the attack from Halsher.
Reinhardt's shot is dug there by Grudich out of the on the left side. Here comes Heitkamp with a bump to hit to put off. That gets across. Hit by Reinhardt, and that finds an open hand in the far right-hand corner.
Take another look at it here. Is Reinhardt able to get another good effort here, this time out of the front row, and
cross court.
Hit it hard, makes it tough to defend. That's 2 quick kills here early in game number 3. That gives her 8 in the match. She had 4 in game 1 and 2 in game 2, and now 2 already here early in game 3.
Now Maya Schmidtmeyer steps in for the Cardinals to go in the front row.
She wears number 11.
Yes. Pape to set. Reinhardt hitting. Dug there by Heitkamp. Put off shot goes long. So Jaden Putoff's hit, not touched at the net, goes long. So Cardinals with a 3-1 lead. That might be the first lead of the day for the Cardinals, other than for the tie.
Yeah, it hasn't. I don't recall early on, but not recently have they led.
Heitkamp digs that one out at the net. Reinhardt's going to have to free ball it across, though. Heitkamp digs it out of the back row for the Skins. And Halsher on a roll shot gets it down.
A little bit of extra effort there. I'm not saying the other ones weren't, but she, at least this time I saw her facial expression, she really unloaded on that attack, hit her across her body or back this way, and her second kill of game number 3. That gives her 10 on the afternoon.
And there's Reinhardt off the offhand.
Quinn Scholas, nice play defensively, keeping it alive.
Maurer brings it across. Heitkamp, Diana. And that one is short arm, maybe touched and blocked, so we could give a combo block there.
Maya Maurer and Kenzie Halsher tag team for the off-speed attack.
There's one dug by Heitkamp out of the back row. Schmidtmeyer hits it, cross court, off the hands of Hoying and down.
Well, good job by the sophomore. This is her first varsity action. She played JV in a 2-game match there, but the second one went very long, but comes in her first attempt, records her first kill of the afternoon.
Got 3 sets left if she needs them. There is Reinhardt with a serve, dug by Halsher in the back row, pushed across, slapped across by Pape, and a 50-50 ball.
Maya Maurer
there by Maurer.
So Maurer, really not known for her kills, if you will, has 4 in this match. Had 2 in game 1, 1 in game 2 that I remember that came out of the back row, and then this 50-50 ball that she gets down for her 4th kill of the match.
Halsher with a serve to Reckerman. Dug cross court, Schmidtmeyer. Dug out of the back row again by Halsher. Halsher coming out of the back row. That came off of the net.
Yeah, so hitting her never crossed.
I didn't hear any meat slap, so I kind of figured it was going to be a non-touch. And Steve Trout said it was a 4-touch violation. So Dabmeyer back to serve for the Cardinals. Knuckleball, no motion. stuffed there on Hoying's shot.
Kept alive.
And stuffed by, or pushed back by Rutgerman. And no, that touches the stand. So some great play from both sides.
Yeah, we saw it even last week with Fort Loramie when we had him with New Knoxville. Fort Loramie defends so well. You have to hold your breath until the ball physically touches the ground. And even last week we saw a girl with a pancake move surprise everyone to keep it alive, and they're doing the same today.
There's Ratterman, got blocked, and nobody could grab the could pick up the block, so it gets trickled to the floor on the Redskins side. And Dameyer to serve. Dug by Heitkamp out of the back row. Halscher. Reinhardt might have been able to leave that alone. And there's a double combo block by Ratterman and Maurer.
Maurer, a couple termination blocks in this set. Ratterman records her first of this game. That will give Hannah now 4 in the afternoon. Maurer also with 4 blocks on the afternoon.
And Maya's back serving now. Maurer serves. Dug by Reckerman. Pushed across by, that will be an illegal tack.
Pape touched the ball above the net and it went over. So not able to do that. Now if she'd brought it back, is it legal?
I think
you just
so.
Can't attack it over when you attack it above the net.
Right. In front of the 10-foot line. There's an overpass kill handled by Ratterman very nicely as she pounds it down into an open spot on the Cardinal side. 7-7 here in set number 3. Redskins leading 2-0. Heitkamp with one that ricochets off. Her arms, point ace there goes to Maurer.
Maurer, her first ace of the match. That gives her 19 on the season. She's also a very good server. Just under 94% accuracy for Maya Maurer serving the ball.
Rechterman digs that one out, goes high. It's going to go back to her. She's going to hit it from behind the 10-foot line. Dug there nicely by Halscher. Hoying's roll shot gets in front of the back row. Point, Redskins.
Hoying didn't hit it that hard, but rolled it right in the New Bremen void, if you will, on defense. Her first kill of game number 3, 2 on the afternoon for the freshman Summer Hoying.
And that one's going to go long. So Maurer's service is long. Point to the Cardinals. 9-8 in favor of the Redskins. Abby Powers, yep, back to serve. Spins it, jumps off the top nicely. And that one is long off of the hands of Hoying on the off arm. So nice hit, but not inbounds.
New Bremen, much cleaner game so far. They only have the 1 unforced error. Fort Loramie already 5 errors, and 4 of them are attacking errors here in game number 3.
Grease to Heitkamp, to Reinhardt, and that one goes long, no touch.
Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Just the first error hitting in game 3 for the Cardinals. They've had a lot of them in games 1 and 2, attack errors, 8 and 10 respectively. Just their first here in game number 3.
Grace Rose to serve for the Redskins. Heitkamp up to Pape, up to Friend, and Friend puts it down. Quick hit, nobody there. Got it to the left corner, left sideline, nobody home.
Quick offense. They haven't gone to her a bunch, but when they have the last couple times, that timing's been very good. She's been able to make great contact. That's number 5 kills in the afternoon for Kaylee Friend.
Reckerman's serve is dug out of back row by Heitkamp. Grease is there, is blocked by Pape and Friend. So a combo block between Pape and Friend for a point. 11-10 in favor of the Cardinals.
6 blocks for Friend on the afternoon, 4 for Pape.
Here's one by putting off. That doesn't clear the net. That's 4, so point to the Cardinals, 12-10.
Well, the Cardinals in a must-win game, as you mentioned right now. Fort Loramie kind of doing what New Bremen did in games 1 and 2, and that's commit the errors, whether in this case basically attack errors. So they'll try to Saw that, and they do a good job there with Rowderman getting a kill in the back corner.
Not sure if that was touched at the net, but it doesn't matter. It went down into inbounds. So kill for Rowderman.
6 in the afternoon, 2 in each set for the senior. Again, playing very well, averaging just under or just over 1.5 per set, but has come through today with 2 in each game so far.
There's Friend, and that one trickles off the hands and down in front of the back row. Ava Grudich's serve was handled nicely by the Cardinals that time, so it ends up in a point.
Friend back-to-back kills here in this rotation, or her last spot, if you will. She checks out of the game as she moves to the back row, but comes out.
Heidkamp serving, Grudich digging. Halsher hitting. And Dameyer got it, and it's nicely played by Heidkamp. Riley, and here comes Mauer with a hit. Wide now to Reinhardt, dug by Riley. Heidkamp again, but goes too long and out of bounds. Nicely played there, and some great plays.
Abby Powers was in there earlier in that rotation and made a nice play, number 4, and then ultimately, as the volley went on, New Bremen wins the point on the kill by Reinhardt.
Now Dries with a free ball across. Heidkamp has it for the Cardinals. Olivia Heidkamp up and down. She starts to fly and drops it right down in front of the front
Pretty good
row.
hang time as well. Again, kind of hung up there and then stiff-armed it right down in the middle of nowhere. So that's what you need to do as an attacker.
And there, Diana Heidkamp's service goes long. Point to the Redskins. 15-12. Cardinals up by 3.
I thought maybe Rogers would take a timeout when it got 15-11. He did not. They get a break with the service error. His team will try to get some momentum back, but they give it right back.
Dries's shot goes long, so Dries will step off the court, and Quinn Schultes steps on to go in the back row.
And for New Bremen, Schmidtmeyer, sophomore, replacing Powers.
Pape to serve cross court. That goes to Schultes. Right there, and that is Halsher. They look for a hit or a touch at the net, not to be given, and that'll be a timeout, Redskins. 17-12. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Okay, things are in the third set as we draw near the 20 mark, and that's what we call the no error zone, Jeff. So
well, right now, if you mention errors, it's Fort Loramie this game that has helped the Cardinals stay alive. Fort Loramie 6 attack errors, 2 service errors, 8 errors altogether here in game number 3. New Bremen just has 3 errors. And that's completely opposite of what games 1 and 2 were, where New Bremen was committing the attacking errors and Fort Loramie was playing clean. So Fort Loramie takes time out. They'll try to get their offense back in rhythm and try to slow down the New Bremen offense.
Reinhardt off of the deflection, and then no one put off, got a touch on it, but couldn't control it. So the point goes 18-12.
4 kills in game 3 for Josie Reinhardt. That gives her 10 in the match. Had 4 in game 1, 2 in game 2, and now 4 in game number 3.
Pape with a short shot. And there's Halsher with one. Wide and out of bounds. So point goes to the Cardinals, 19-12. Pape's service is played there by Schultes. Halsher with a roll shot. It's blocked. She played it herself, but I believe she had a violation on the floor. So you can give a combo block.
Olivia Heidkamp and Josie Reinhardt tag team on that one as Halsher tried to dig out her own attack via the block, but her hand touches the other side, and that gives New Bremen her 20th point.
Pape with a service goes deep there by and Grudich handle. Now there's a roll Dug up by Heitkamp nicely with one hand.
Good free ball by Holscher, no doubt.
Yeah, Holscher has that one blocked by, I think, Olivia Heitkamp by herself.
That's a tough challenge for Heitkamp to go up against Holscher and time it just right, and did just that. Olivia Heitkamp with a solo block. She's been part of 2 points here recently for her team via the block.
There's a knuckleball. Quinn plays. Jaden plays wide along this left sideline. Out of bounds. Point to the Cardinals, 22-12.
I said before, when things are going well, things go well. When they go bad, they go ugly in a hurry. You know, simple plays like that for me, trying to get over, obviously, but trying to be a little bit maybe too delicate with it, and it just sails out of bounds.
There's Holscher on the roll shot. She gets that one in, though. That's down there along the right sideline near the corner. Point, Redskins.
Well, much needed, no doubt. They have a lot of work to do the Redskins, but Holscher, you know, again, we've talked about that slide attack, and she is tough to stop and gets a big one to drop there when her team needs a bunch of offense now to catch up.
Reinhardt in the offhand. Schultzes, Hoying, Heitkamp. It's going to be long. Overpass kill. Nope, got trapped on the arms of the setter.
So we'll give Holscher the kill. Her attack there at the net forces the New Bremen error.
So Maurer serving. Heitkamp digging. Schmidtmeyer hitting. Dug out of the back row by Putoff. Short toss across, and nobody could find it. The front row, I think, lost it for a second.
Holscher the kill there, maybe an easier one, as New Bremen made the first play but could not run it down for the second one. So it drops untouched. 5 kills for Holscher here in game number 3. Her team trying to fight back. They're down by 7.
Heitkamp. And Heitkamp hits. Hoying hits. Blocked, dug, and can't be handled by the Redskins as it rolled along the top of the tape. I've seen a couple of those.
Was it Schmidtmeyer and possibly Heitkamp that blocked that, 11 and 15?
I'm not positive. That would have to be probably because Rechterman's on the other side. There's a Reinhardt serve. Goes long. Dug. And here comes Rechterman with the, and she hits it long. So point to the Skins.
Just Bremen's second attack error of game number 3. They're also ahead by 7, so that has helped them flip the table, if you will, versus games 1 and 2. Hitting the ball much better.
Holscher's to serve.
That and Fort Loramie has actually had the hitting error problem here in game number 3.
Oh, Schmidtmeyer coming like a jack out of the box. Puts that one down in front of the front row. Point to the Cardinals. And someone...
2 big kills for Schmidtmeyer in her first varsity action today here in game number 2.
Dameyer to serve what could be set point. Nicely done. Dug out there by Heitkamp. Hoying to hit. And blocked there by... Nope,
Summer
I'm
Hoying
sorry.
with the kill, her second one, and they needed it. I thought that was a well-struck ball, and Summer Hoying pounds it through the would-be blockers and keeps her team alive.
Yep. So Maurer to serve. Dug there by Heitkamp. Back row, Reinhardt. And that's low.
Third attack error by the Cardinals.
Maurer looks at the sidelines for instructions. Where do you want me to put this? And approaches. Rechterman. Again, Rechterman gets it. And that never cleared the net. So point goes to the Redskins. Cardinal error on the hit. 19-24. Rechterman doesn't play that one cleanly. Point goes to the Redskins.
Second service ace in game 3 for Maurer.
Maurer serving. Heitkamp digging. Kaylee Friend with it. Off of the block and down. Point 25, set number 3 goes to the Cardinals. We're going to turn quick turn around here and head to set number 4. We'll be right back after this message.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco. For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
When I graduated from Salina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area. I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
It linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
Okay, set number 3 is in the book, and it belongs to the Cardinals. The Redskins still lead, however, 2 sets to 1. Here's Jeff with set number 3 highlights.
Well, Fort Loramie got behind early and had a lot of attack errors that dug themselves a deficit, and it wasn't until it got to be 23-15 at one point. Hitting error gave the point to the Redskins, and then they went on to score 4 unanswered via some New Bremen mistakes. But New Bremen gets that last kill by Friend to close it out. But New Bremen much cleaner in game 3. 6 errors, and a few of them came at the very end. But up until that point, had been played very clean, attacking the volleyball. Fort Loramie struggled a bit attacking in game 3 with 8 attack errors. And that, again, if you look at those numbers and try to justify winning and losing, those are how the points are scored. For game 3, Reinhardt 4 kills to lead New Bremen. Holscher had 5 for the Redskins. And the Bremen, elimination match set, I should say, they're in one now, but they got off to a better start, and I think just flat out playing cleaner. Although Fort Loramie had some great defensive plays again. This time it was the attackers from Fort Loramie that maybe had to miscues more often and led to New Bremen's victory in game 3.
Yeah, there were bodies flying all over the place on several of those points. Yeah, these two teams played against each other twice last year, and they went 3-1. We're going to have at least 3-1 today. If Loramie wins, it'll be 3-2 if New Bremen wins. So nothing is easy. This is a 25-point grind, or whatever set you're in. It's a 15-point grind. So here's Reckerman with the first service. Dug there by Grudich. Holscher blocked there by Pape. Maybe you can give Friend a combo there, but Pape got that one big and clean.
They went up together, and by rule, if you go up together, you each are awarded a block assist. Yep. And Pape now has 5 blocks on the afternoon.
All right, there's a stiff arm there, and that falls in on Putoff's attack. As she gets it to go down in the LC, the left corner, and nobody home.
I think you talked about Jaden Putoff's stiff arm motion there. It's not really a snap of the elbow. It's more of a wrist shot where the arm stays straight. She kind of, makes one big arm motion, and it helps you place the ball better.
And there's a hit by Reinhardt that can't be handled in the back row of the Redskins. And point goes to the Cardinals.
Reinhardt went to double figures in kills last set with 10. This one here gives her 11. Reinhardt averages 3.4 kills per set and has a very good .309 hitting percentage. 65 aces on the season for Diana Heitkamp, leads the team in that category. Miscommunication between the Cardinals, and You don't see that a lot, but it happened there, and that results in a hitting error, but the ball that should have been played cleanly on the second touch.
That might have occurred between Dameyer and Pape. And Dameyer has not played a lot of varsity ball with this group. But I'm sure coach says the rules apply. So there's Reinhardt almost out of the middle, off the block and down. Point goes to the Cardinals.
Good rhythm there, and Reinhardt, who's an excellent attacker. When you give her those type of opportunities, she's usually successful, and she did just that to get her second quick kill of game number 3. I'm sorry, game number 4.
Yeah. Here's a free ball by Grudich. And a free ball over by Reinhardt. Here comes a shot by Halscher, down.
Well, it all started with the free ball by New Bremen. Quinn Schultes able to get an excellent pass up to Maurer, and this time a rare time where Halscher actually hit out of the middle versus a slide, and she hit it well, and those are tough to defend.
Ratterman in.
14 kills in the match.
Schmidtmeyer leading the charm life as she punches that one between 2 defenders in the back row. Coach Rogers says somebody should have played that.
She played 2 sets of JV. This is her second set of varsity. You're allowed to play 5.
I think so, yeah. So she's good to go the rest of the way. There's a dig out of the back by Heitkamp. Dig there by Reinhardt. Reckerman's shot is dug up there by Halscher. Heitkamp's attack from the back row. Riley Heitkamp, and that's long. Point to the Cardinals.
We don't see Riley Heitkamp swing like that often. Usually she's digging or diving on the floor to keep the ball alive. That time stuck in a position, had to get over, and elected to go with the overhand swing and try to put something on it just a little bit too much. It goes out of bounds. Nice up by Schultes.
And a quick hit there by, I believe, Ratterman, and gets it down.
She's been very consistent today, Hannah Ratterman. 2 kills in the first 4 sets together. This one here gives her 9. I'm sorry, 2 kills in first 3 sets. That's 6, and then this one 7. But good downward attack by Ratterman.
Set there goes to Schmidtmeyer. Dug out of the back row by Maurer. Free ball across nicely by Hoying on a swing. There's Retkerman with 1. Dug again out of the back row by Halscher. Heitkamp out of the back row for the Cardinals. Reinhardt lobs it in front of Riley Heitkamp. Dries with a push into the middle. And Reinhardt out of the back row. Reinhardt out of the back row with, or I'm sorry, Heitkamp with a dig. And there's
nice play by Riley Heitkamp. Again, a good save.
Halscher with a dig.
Ball well struck by Rechterman, but it was played up.
Rechterman again. Again, Riley Heitkamp with a dig.
Well struck by Rechterman.
Hoying with a dug by Heitkamp. Diana. Easy roll shot in the middle.
By far the longest volley we've seen today. A lot of
and that one is long by Hoying.
Boy, that's an emotional point there as that particular volley lasted, and we saw some great attacks, probably more from Bremen, but some great defense, and New Bremen withstood the defensive surge and basically relied on a Fort Loramie hitting error to win the point.
Dameyer to serve. Riley Heitkamp almost had a set to all by herself there. She did a tremendous job for the Skins. But Diana Heitkamp on the other side had a nice one too. Schmidtmeyer with a cross court and down.
Schmidtmeyer 4 kills, 2 in each game that she has played. Has her team up now by 3 points.
She's about a 6-foot sophomore. Like you said, 2 JV games under her belt. Dameyer. Halscher digs. Dries hits. And that one is not played as Reinhardt could only get one hand on it.
Get a lot of action on it, but got it hard enough to a spot where the Notre Bremens were basically standing, and and the lunge there.
In all likelihood, if Reinhardt doesn't touch it, Dameyer's going to play it. Yeah,
but a big point needed for the Redskins as they stop the run of offense there by New Bremen and draw back to within 2.
Grace Rose serving for the Skins. Dug wide. Diana Heitkamp hits that one way out of bounds as she had to strike it to get it across. So each of the liberos has a hitting error on a spike attempt. Rose again, serving. Reinhardt, Schmidtmeyer, block, dug, and Kant played nicely out of the net as Pape was there. She knew what she wanted to do. Caught it a little bit too much towards the net, catches the top ribbon, comes right back down. Rose serves, and that one is on the line, I guess. I couldn't see it. I'm blocked by the bench.
Rose, her second ace of the match, gives her 20 on the season, and her team their first lead of game number 4.
Rose serving again. Shortens that one up considerably. Reckerman off of Mauer's block, and there's a miscommunication between Halscher and Ratterman. So it goes into the net. It will be a point for the Cardinals. All tied up, 8-8. Abby Powers serving. Dug by Riley Heitkamp. Dinked across there, I believe, by Jada Dries out of the middle.
Placement by Dries. Couldn't really do much with the blockers there. Saw the opening in the off corner, if you will, and able to put it right where a Cardinal could not reach it. For Dries, her second kill of game number 4. Gives her 5 on the afternoon.
Ava Grudich to serve. Reckerman's shot is blocked. A combo block there by Halscher and Putoff. So Grudich goes back to serve again. 10-8 in favor of the Redskins. And that one goes into the net. Point to the Cardinals. 10-9.
Fort Loramie, a very good serving team on the season. 90% accuracy. New Bremen at 87. New Bremen a little bit more offense how they're serving on the season. They average just under 4.5 aces per set. Fort Loramie just over 3 aces per set.
Reckerman to serve for the Cardinals. Jump serve, dug by Grudich, hit by Halscher, and gets trickled down in front of the block of Pape and Friend.
We talked about where she attacks the most from. That time, got it from more traditional power spot.
Right.
But a lot of her offense comes on the slide offense over on the right side.
There's an overpass kill and stuffed down, I believe, by Halscher. Couldn't tell. Couldn't tell who had their hands on it, but it sure looked like it. So now we're 12-9 in favor of the Redskins. Grease's service is taken, and there's a quick hit out of the middle with Friend as she rifles it down along the left sideline and inside.
Everything was in rhythm there as Friend was able to get good approach, and the ball was right in her hitting zone. Now 8 kills for Kaylee Friend in the match so far.
Halscher with back over her head, and there's a quick hit out of the middle by Olivia Heitkamp. So she does what Friend just did the point before.
Coach Kramer talked about getting the middles more involved this afternoon. Friend has been there for a number of kills so far, and Heitkamp now with her second of the match.
And that one goes long as it's tapped backwards into what would be the power hand, who is in to help block.
The Mauer had the right idea, but her backwards tap out of bounds on the far side. And Bremen, a nice comeback. They trailed 12-9. They've run off 3 straight.
Big serve there by Heitkamp, dug out of the back row, or
came
attempted
in leading the team in service aces with 65 on the season.
Got one there.
66th ace gives New Bremen back the lead, 13-12. The 65 aces very high and also a very good percentage, 89%, considering how maybe aggressive she has to serve the ball.
And that one does go long. So 13-13 is the score. Putoff back to serve now for the Skins.
Putoff 86% serving on the season with 14 service aces.
And there's one that's not handled on the first or second hit, so an ace there for.
I call that a hitting error.
Okay, all right. Okay, put off would appreciate an ace, so. But put off to serve again. Point anyhow goes to the Redskins as they take a 1-point lead.
Got the setter running. That's not normally what you want, but they take it. They get a break. Ellie Reckman, the first touch had Pape running, but Reckman out of the back row. Kind of a nice bump set and good timing.
And then Reckman hit it. She got the ace and hit it in the back row.
Reckman did not have a kill in game number 3. That now gives her 6 in the match.
Pape's shot is dug there by Halscher. Comes over to Hoying. And be a net violation is someone from New Bremen. I believe it is either Heitkamp or Schmidtmeyer.
So Hoying now with 4 kills. That one gives her team back the 1-point lead at 15-14.
Halscher back
averaging just under 2 kills per set.
There's Schmidtmeyer off of the block. It's played. Hoying played. Heitkamp back sets to
Reinhardt. Kind of a set that was coming, had the awkward angle, but she waited on it, timed it nicely, and records her 3rd kill of game number 4.
Teammates here and are supposed to be teammates again in college as they are both verbally committed to Tiffin University. There's Reinhardt digs out of the back row. And here's Schmidtmeyer off of the block. And there's a 50-50 ball. Came down on the Cardinals side. Now back. Here comes Halscher out of the back row. Heitkamp front sets to Schmidtmeyer. Dug out by Halscher in the back row. And that's about the first ball handling error I've seen Maurer make in 2 games.
Yeah, last week her and Ellie Gable had 1 unforced error, ball handling error. And what she played clean that match. This one's the first handling error they've had all match. So yes, very job well done by Maya Maurer.
16-15 Cardinals lead. There's Ratterman with a hit block, dug by Pape, but can't be brought back as it goes out of bounds. It was a 50-50 ball, but it fell down on the Cardinals side. Last touch by the last play was last touch by Pape. There's a service ace as Heitkamp can't cleanly handle the service. Reckerman. Schmidtmeyer dug there by Maurer, set by Heitkamp, dug by Heitkamp, hit by Reckerman, dug by Heitkamp, hit by Dries, off of Pape's hands, out of bounds.
Jada Dries with a good attack there as she went diagonally, and her 3rd kill of the set gives her team a 2-point lead, and a victory here by the Redskins would win them the match. Long way to go, though. Still 7 points needed by the Redskins.
18-16. Reckerman plays that. Pape back sets to Schmidtmeyer. Schmidtmeyer pushes it across. Jada Dries offhand. Lob. Pancake save. And Heitkamp saved it again and played by Halscher in the back row. That might have been out. There's Heitkamp with another dig. An overpass kill. And that goes inbounds along the left side for the Redskins. Point to the Redskins. 19-60 in favor of the Redskins. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Hoagie Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Okay, we're getting near that 20-point margin or 20-point line as the Redskins are currently up 3, 19-16. So
it's been a nice run of offense by the Redskins. They trailed 16-15 And since that time, they've run off 4 straight points to erase a 1-point deficit, grow the lead themselves to 3. Big serve here by Maurer. If she can make it, get it in bounds, force Bremen to make a play on it.
Heitkamp with the dig. Schmidtmeyer well hit off the hands of Maurer. Going to be free balled across by Riley Heitkamp. And that one's in the net for the Cardinals. Point to the Redskins. That set just wasn't quite high enough for what they wanted to do, as it gave the hitter almost no place to go with it. So 20-16, Redskins in the lead. Rectorman will strike this, and she goes long.
Back-to-back hitting errors by the Cardinals hasn't helped them following the timeout. So Bremen does have 1 timeout left.
Maurer back to serve for the Redskins. Dug there by Rectorman. Back set to Schmidtmeyer. Dug by Halscher. Hit by Hoying. Off the block and down. Point to the Skins. 22-16.
A lot of things going right now for Fort Loramie. They've run off 7 straight points. Remember, 16-15 at 1 point. 7 straight now for the Redskins, and a lot of confidence, and they're getting it done by various different players now.
Yeah, different people stepping up. There's a deep serve. Heitkamp has it. Long on hand. That time Rectorman got it right. So Point puts it down quickly. Cuts the lead to 5. But the Redskins are currently sitting at 22.
Well struck ball there. Rectorman needed that one, and she timed it well, and basically impossible to stop. She hit it downward in front of the defense. Her 2nd kill of game number 4.
Amelia Dameyer in to serve. Jump serve. Dug.
Nice pickup by Halscher there.
There's a
Reinhardt with a nice dig.
Yes. Rectorman with a hit. Dug up, pushed across by Reinhardt. Here we go, Ratterman off of the hands of Pape and into the net, but can't be played. So point to the Redskins. 23, Cardinals 17.
Maurer with a nice set to Ratterman. Ratterman hit it well. That gives her 8. She's got Ratterman 2 kills in each set so far, 8 in the afternoon. That one gives her team a 6-point lead with 2 to go.
Grace Rose serving, Heitkamp digging, Schmidtmeyer hitting. There's a cross court just behind the 10-foot line. Pape couldn't get it as she laid out, and now we're at set point. Match set point. I guess I said that wrong. So here we go. Rose to serve. And that one is wide right. Point to the Redskins. 25-17. 3-1 in favor of the Redskins. We'll be back in a little bit to take a look at the stats. So just hang with us. We'll be right back.
Our bankers are working hard day and night to provide the support needed right now. Even while we're apart, we're proudly working together, with you and for you. We believe there's more, much more, to all of us than these tough times. We see acts of compassion and cooperation all around our communities, and we're proud to be a part of it. And as our family of banks come together under our Park National Bank name, we promise you, we're all in this together.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Okay, back here at Fort Loramie Redskins Gymnasium. As you see on the screen, the Redskins have prevailed in a 4-set match, 3-1. Here's Jeff with a lot of the statistics, and we'll have the player of the game following that.
Well, for the match in the 4-game set, kills-wise, Fort Loramie wins the battle there, 43 kills to 35 for New Bremen. Service aces also in favor of Fort Loramie. They earned 9 aces compared to 3 for the Cardinals. Blocks actually went in favor of New Bremen. They have a few more, but job well done there. Again, that's a tough point to earn, is blocking for points, and each team did a nice job there. New Bremen wins that battle 12-8 for your total game stats there. And one stat I don't have up is New Bremen. I talked about earlier, especially in the games they lost. They lost games 1, 2, and 4. Made a lot of errors, and that's, again, how points are made in volleyball. You make a bad swing, you do something bad, it's an immediate point. In the match, I have New Bremen down for 36 errors compared to 25 for Fort Loramie. So a little bit better job by the Redskins. They played cleaner via the attacking, via the serving, and via the setting, which there were very few, congratulations, both setters, very few ball handling errors. I think one I recall that was a double hit on the set. Job well done both by those setters feeding their team's offense. But Fort Loramie just wins games 1, 2, and 4. In the game they lost, they had more errors. In the games they won, they had less errors. So for the Cardinals, leading attacker for them today, Josie Reinhardt, ends today's match with 13 kills. 8 from Kaylee Friend, 4 from Maya Schmidtmeyer, 7 from Ellie Rechterman, 2 from Olivia Heitkamp, 1 from Claire Pape, for their total of 35 kills. For Fort Loramie, Kenzie Holscher led all players today with 17 kills, 8 kills from Jada Dries, 8 kills from Hannah Rauderman, 4 from Maya Maurer, nice job by her being the setter, 4 kills. Summer Hoyne records 5 kills, 1 kill from Jaden Putoff, for your total of 43 for Fort Loramie. One other category here for New Bremen, blocking-wise, Kaylee Friend led the Cardinals with 7 blocks. Claire Pape had 5. Olivia Heitkamp with 5. 3 from Reinhardt and 2 from Rechterman in their blocking. And for Fort Loramie, Holscher, Maurer, and Rauderman each with 4. Dries with 2. Putoff with 1. And the aces today, serving-wise, team leaders there included, for New Bremen, they recorded 3 aces, Reinhardt, Danmeyer, and Heitkamp. And for Fort Loramie, service aces today, they ended the game with 9. And I lost my track of thought there. It was 3 from Maurer, 2 from Holscher, 2 from Dries. And that will wrap up your stats and lead us into our player of the game. And that award today goes to Fort Loramie's number 5, Jada Dries. She's second on the team in kills. Also had a couple service aces and also had 2 blocks. And it's ironic, the matches that Fort Loramie won, Jada recorded kills, blocks, and aces. The set they lost, set 3, she had a clean card. No kills, no aces, no blocks. So in games that they won, Jada came up big, and congratulations to Jada Dries, our player of the game.
So yeah, that an important stat. You'll have to remember that. You got to feed me, and I've got to get involved so that we can win. So that's a nice effort for her. There were a lot of ladies that would have been eligible on both sides for star of the game. Even though New Bremen lost, they had some outstanding plays, and they have outstanding action from their players
you mentioned
too.
The loss, and the players played well today. This loss today for the Cardinals snaps a 34-match winning streak dating back to their last loss was September 12th of 2019 to St. Henry in 5. Had not lost a match until today. 34 straight. Congratulations, Redskins, on a huge win. But New Bremen, they continue to, play well, and they're a very good team. Just today, too many errors in Fort Loramie. Just a little bit more positive plays, if you will, and then come out on the short end to the Cardinals. Congratulations to the Redskins.
Okay, just to wrap things up here, as you can see, as we'll watch some more highlights there of the game today, NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school volleyball on NKTelco Channel 3 and HD Channel 503. This rebroadcast will be Saturday, October 3rd at 8 p.m. and Monday, October the 5th, also at 8 p.m. You can also get these games on demand. In some cases now you've got to wait a week because there's some rules and stuff, because this ball game was broadcast nationally by someone else. Also, you can watch these games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com//sports, and you can catch them there. Last time, also like to go through our sponsors list. Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports is being brought to you by Clopay Building Products, Grand Lake Health System, Precision Strips, Carriage Works, Cy Schwieterman, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi, Plumbing and Heating, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kinniger Custom Fabrication, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Dark County, Superior Aluminum, The Rushi Inn, Busher's Market, Finishing Touches, Francis Furniture, Hoying Service Center, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Boimer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry, Western Ohio Mortgage. The scoreboard sponsor was First National Bank. Keys to the game were Keyhole Pizza. Replays were brought to you by Winners Meats. Starting lineups were brought to you by Sydney Auglaze Audiology. Player of the game was sponsored by NKTelco. Just another reminder, follow WCSM AM 1350 and 96.7 FM on their internet-exclusive games on www.wcsmradio.com all season long. They are the sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize County. So, our director today was Bryce Hamrick, doing it all by himself. Nice job. Our camera, Jonathan Box. Our announcers today, Jeff Henshin. Okay, Jacob Johns also helped Bryce, I'm informed. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Our announcers today were Jeff Henshin, who does all the stats and all the color commentary for you. I'm Dennis Henshin. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. One last time, in Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie prevails in 4 over New Bremen, 3-1. Good night, everyone. I hope you have a nice day.